how traditional conflict avoidance compared to public debate culture, why staying quiet and speaking up shape thinking in completely different ways. Two very different ways of handling disagreement. Some environments teach you to avoid conflict, while others expect you to engage with it openly. In one setting, staying quiet is seen as maturity and respect. In another, speaking up and debating is viewed as confidence and intelligence. These two approaches are not just social habits. They shape how people think, express ideas, and respond to disagreement. Understanding both helps explain why people react so differently in conversations that involve opposing views. What traditional conflict avoidance prioritizes in many cultures and households. Avoiding conflict is considered a sign of discipline and emotional control. The goal is to maintain harmony and prevent unnecessary tension. People learn to think carefully before speaking and to avoid saying things that could disturb relationships. This approach values stability over expression. It teaches individuals to manage emotions internally rather than displaying them openly. In many situations, this prevents small disagreements from becoming larger problems. Why avoidance can be useful. There are clear advantages to avoiding conflict in certain situations. Not every disagreement needs to be expressed, especially when it does not lead to meaningful change. Avoidance can protect relationships by reducing unnecessary arguments. It also allows people to stay focused on long-term goals instead of getting distracted by short-term emotional reactions. In structured environments like families or workplaces, this can create a sense of order. It encourages patience and restraint, which are valuable skills. Where avoidance becomes a limitation, at the same time, constantly avoiding conflict can have downsides. Important ideas may go unspoken and problems may remain unresolved. Over time, this can lead to internal frustration. When people do not express disagreement, they may also miss the chance to refine their thinking. Conflict, when handled properly, can clarify ideas and expose weaknesses in reasoning. Without that process, understanding can remain shallow. Avoidance can sometimes protect comfort at the cost of growth. What public debate culture encourages? Public debate culture takes a different approach. It encourages people to express ideas openly, challenge others, and defend their viewpoints. In this setting, disagreement is not seen as a problem but as part of learning. Students and individuals are often rewarded for asking questions and presenting arguments. This creates an environment where ideas are constantly tested. It shifts the focus from maintaining harmony to exploring truth through discussion. Why debate strengthens thinking? When people engage in debate, they are forced to organize their thoughts clearly. Explaining an idea to others requires understanding it deeply. Responding to opposing views also strengthens reasoning because it reveals gaps in logic. Debate encourages active thinking rather than passive agreement. It builds confidence in expressing ideas and improves communication skills. Over time, this leads to more independent and analytical thinking. Challenges within debate culture. However, debate culture also has its own problems. Not all disagreements are productive, especially when they become competitive rather than thoughtful. People may focus on winning arguments instead of understanding others. This can lead to surface-level reasoning or oversimplified conclusions. In some cases, constant debate can create tension rather than clarity. Without respect and structure, open disagreement can become unproductive. Comparing the impact on personal growth, both approaches shape personal development in different ways. Conflict avoidance builds emotional control and patience, but may limit expression. Debate culture builds confidence and critical thinking, but can sometimes reduce sensitivity. One protects relationships while the other challenges ideas. Neither approach is complete on its own. Each develops certain strengths while leaving gaps in other areas. Why balance matters more than choice? The most effective way to handle disagreement is not choosing one approach over the other. It is learning when to use each one. Some situations require restraint, while others require open discussion. Being able to recognize the difference is an important skill. This balance allows individuals to maintain relationships while still growing intellectually. It creates space for both respect and honest thinking. Final thoughts. Traditional conflict avoidance and public debate culture represent two different ways of approaching disagreement. One values harmony, while the other values expression. Both have strengths and limitations that affect how people think and communicate. Understanding this makes it easier to navigate conversations without reacting automatically. When people learn to combine restraint with thoughtful expression, disagreement becomes less stressful and more useful. Thank you for watching.